Welcome back to Conversations Podcast. It's your boy Drew. Of course, we're doing continue, commentary, on the war and all that's going on, in the Middle East. Today it was announced, I guess the first so-called ground troops were actually sent toward the Middle East. I guess they actually are planning to do some type of ground invasion to supposedly take control of a country with 90 million people. You're going to take a few thousands and expect them to be able to control a country of 90 million people. We're talking 90 million people who feel as though they don't have anything to lose because they actually looked at the Ayatollah Khomeini as their spiritual leader. Similarly to how some so-called American Christians look at Jesus. So they really angered, well, U.S. and Israel actually angered a whole nation. And I'm not exactly sure, that we should be there. I don't think we should be there. I don't think we should be involved in this so-called war in any way, shape, or form at all. We're basically fighting a war for Israel. Trump's own administration said that Iran was no threat to America. They actually posed no threat. So why did we attack them? That's because Israel said so. Well, the Trump administration hasn't came forward with very much credible information as to why, other than assumptions, other than President Trump had a gut feeling, which, as far as I know, could be gas. I don't know. It could be anything. But do you think that's worth the lives of Americans or anyone else? I actually dread the thought of them putting boots on the ground over there in Iran. Again, a country of 90 million who know the terrain, who are very, very angry. Very angry. I'm gonna cut you a little clip of these guys basically landing in the Middle East. See what you guys think.
The first set of U.S. ground troops in the Middle East, U.S. Central Command announcing that the 3,500 sailors and Marines of the 31st Marine Expeditionary Unit arrived in the region on Friday aboard the USS Tripoli. The force also equipped with transport and strike fighter aircraft and amphibious assault capabilities. It comes just one day after we learned of yet another American aircraft carrier en route as the U.S. amasses a larger presence in the Middle East. While it's unclear what exactly the troops are there to do, the Pentagon has previously said they are giving the president options. The same day the troops arrived, Secretary of State Marco Rubio telling G7 leaders the U.S. could accomplish its goals without boots on the ground.
We can achieve them without any ground troops, without any.
Meanwhile, as the war passes the 1-month mark, the death toll mounting on multiple fronts. In Iran, more than 1,900 people killed so far, according to Iranian authorities. New strikes raining down in Tehran Saturday. These videos showing the Iranian Red Crescent searching through rubble, where they say a civilian area was destroyed. Several buildings from a university in the capital damaged too. And over in Lebanon, where Israel is waging war against Iran-backed Hezbollah, an Israeli strike killing 2 Lebanese journalists and a cameraman, according to their news organizations and Lebanese officials. The Israeli military saying they were targeting a correspondent for a Hezbollah-controlled network they accused of being an intelligence operative, but have not provided any evidence. And Israel's military announcing the death of an Israeli-American soldier from New Haven, Connecticut. The 22-year-old was killed in Lebanon. And this morning, we're learning more about that attack on a U.S. base in Saudi Arabia. A source telling ABC News at least 15 U.S. troops were wounded, 5 seriously injured, adding Iran fired 29 drones and 6 ballistic missiles, all but 1 intercepted or landing in an uninhabited area. The base also coming under attack 2 other times earlier in the week, 14 troops injured in one of those separate attacks, according to the source.
What are they dying for? What are they dying for? American citizens, fellow Americans, what are our guys dying for? I mean, we got to take back control of this country, this government. I mean, there's just no way that our guys should be dealing with this right now, and their families. That's a huge thing. Their families. They don't understand. When they send those troops to war, they send their families to war. That's a battle. It's a battle that these families have to deal with every day because of what I, in my opinion, deem a bad decision to send those troops over there. And trust me, I'm praying. I hope, like most Americans, I hope you're praying as well that they actually don't put those guys on the ground in Iran. Because I'm telling you, if they do, I mean, oh my God, I mean, the potential for loss of life is astronomical. And again, the people in Iran are uniting other countries in the Middle East. They're getting together against what they call the Great Satan, America. They're calling it the Great Satan. And so that's bringing them together by a common bond. You know how hard they're going to fight now? I would not be surprised in my mind. I just wouldn't. At this time and point dealing with this administration, if Israel, let me take a shot, or America nuked them, I would not be shocked because no one is thinking rationally. No one. It's all about a pecker measurement contest, is basically what they're down to. No one wants to back down. Leaders just learn to leave each other alone. It's so easy. It's so easy. Fellow Americans, isn't it easy just to sit back and leave each other alone? We don't need war. We're living, for the most part, most Americans live a pretty decent life compared to everywhere else in the world, especially the ones at the top who are greedy and continue to want more. More minerals, oil, land, power. How much power can one man, one nation want at the expense of people's lives? It's very frustrating. It's extremely frustrating for me. Very. And I know most Americans, I know you guys are frustrated as well. And again, I'm going to start doing more lives. I'm going to start doing my lives on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That way you guys can actually interact live. And I want you to. I want to hear your frustrations. I want to hear what you're going through. I want to hear what your families are going through. Maybe someone's watching this and say, well, maybe it's not worth it. It's not worth the lives of Americans. It's not worth the lives of Iranians. It's not worth the lives of Israelis. It's not worth anyone's life, power. Just leave each other alone. Golly dang. But I learned that as a kid. But again, it's power. Power, control. And again, our government is not hearing the voices of the people. They're not listening. And so therefore, Americans, whether you understand this or not, you're at risk. You're at risk worldwide because of actions of our government. Even you so-called Trump supporters out there, y'all have to recognize that the world has gotten more dangerous with this. If you don't, you must be living under a rock, or you're just a damn fool. The world is more dangerous because of this. No one likes America anymore. We can't even depend on our so-called allies because they've been alienated by this administration. You don't treat your partners like trash and expect them to have your back when something happens. You don't go out and create a war without even talking to Congress or your allies. You don't do that. Again, the voice of the people's not being heard. It's time to clean the swamp. Those fools, every last one of them, who are part of this crusade, needs to be imprisoned and charged with treason. They should. If you love your country, you love your people, peace is the best interest for everyone. Peace, fair trade. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't try to take from others because you believe that you have power to do so. All I've been hearing from this administration is how powerful our military is. We're the best in the world at this. We're the best in the world at that. Arrogance. That's why our allies are refusing to help. Because the arrogance of this administration. We got to do better. America, we got to stand up. We have got to do better than we're doing. Okay? And we got to speak out against this government. Congress, you got to do your job. There's no reason for this to be happening right now to this country. This country is going straight to the crapper. It is. And I know we all smell the shit. The door is open. And someone's about to get nailed into the crapper. So again, I hope our government's listening. Please settle down. Don't put our troops in harm's way for Israel. Our troops are brave, but our troops deserve better. They don't deserve to be sent to a war or land of slaughter for someone else's ignorance. We don't need that. But anyway, American people, please hit me in your comments. Or even if you're from another country, please comment on the video. And look, and also you guys can still send me my emails like you always do. blackalertradio@gmail.com. That is my email. So please send me all your comments. I just want things to be better for our country. I hope you guys had the same thing in mind. Hope you guys share my frustrations. Because it is frustration. Please subscribe. Black Alert Radio, FTP. The FTP is for the people. That's for all the people. You know, I mean, what happens to one of us happens to all of us. And the world has gotten more dangerous. I'm your boy, Drew. Please subscribe. And I am out.